Matt Weston, a rookie CIA agent, has been waiting for a chance to show his skills in South Africa. His big moment arrives when Tobin Frost, a spy who turned traitor, is brought to Matt's safe house. Right after Frost gets there, mercenaries attack. Weston and Frost manage to escape, barely alive. Now they have to work together to stay alive. Will their combined resolve be enough to uncover who wants them dead? The movie starts in Cape Town, South Africa, with Matt Weston. He's not just any guy. He's a CIA safe housekeeper. That means he takes care of a secret CIA place, ensuring it's secure. He has a partner named Anna, but she needs to learn about his real job. He tells her he's just a regular guy working at a clinic. After working at the safe house for a year, Weston is feeling trapped. He calls his boss, David, to discuss his feelings. He's eager to do more and wants to show he's ready for bigger things. But David tells him to cool his jets, saying he needs to wait another 4 months because he's not prepared. Weston wants to move to Paris because that's where Anna plans to go, and he wants to be with her. Switching scenes, we see ex-CIA knock operator turned traitor and international criminal Tobin Frost obtaining a data storage device from renegade MI6 agent Alec Wade. Alec warns him that this knowledge may lead to significant consequences, but Frost is unconcerned. He hides the gadget in the one place he believes is safe, his body. Right after, a group of mercenaries attack, but Frost isn't someone you can take down easily. He fights them off, changes his suit with some random guy, and escapes. Just as he gets outside, a sniper tries to take him out, but realizes too late that he shot a decoy. Then, Frost and Alec push the gas hard, trying to escape the mercenaries. These guys are persistent though. They take out Alec and their car ends up in oncoming traffic, but Frost manages to escape again. He runs through a protest, shaking them off for a bit, but the mercenaries catch up and corner him. With no options left, Frost rushes into the US consulate, declaring himself as the rogue agent Tobin Frost. The CIA, led by someone named Whitford, finds out and locks down the consulate immediately. It turns out Frost has been up to no good, selling secrets to enemies, and is now wanted in not just 1 but 4 continents. The CIA plans to take him to a safe house in Johannesburg for a tough interrogation. Now, back to Matt Weston, the safe housekeeper. His phone rings and it's the agency, informing him that they have a high-priority target for him and that everything must be prepared for an interview that night. Weston phones his partner and cancels their plans, using a made-up reason about his clinic employment. Frost is transported to a local safe house run by housekeeper Matt Weston, a rookie agent on his first low-level CIA posting, until the CIA sends a team led by seasoned agent Daniel Kiefer to question Frost and return him to the United States. Weston watches with concern as Kiefer and his men waterboard Frost. When the electricity to the safe house is interrupted, the CIA team realizes they are in grave danger. Out of the blue, those relentless mercenaries storm the safe house, and suddenly, it's a full-on battle. Daniel's crew and the mercenaries go head-to-head, with people from both sides going down. The mercenaries get the upper hand and take out Daniel's team, including their leader. Now Weston is the only one left standing in a tough spot. With no choice, Weston decides to protect his guest, Tobin Frost, at all costs. He quickly handcuffs Frost and puts him in the trunk of a car. Then they're off, racing away from the safe house. It turns into a high-speed chase with Weston driving, dodging bullets, and trying to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. When Weston contacts his supervisor, David Barlow, at CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, Catherine Linklater, another CIA operative, instructs him to remain quiet and await further orders. They advise him not to bring Frost to the embassy and to keep a watch on him. Then we learn that Weston has watched all 10 Fast and Furious movies, allowing him to throw off his following easily. However, Frost escapes from the car trunk, resulting in a fight between him and Weston. The brawl causes an accident, but Weston survives and climbs out of the debris, pointing a revolver at Frost. Back at CIA headquarters, Whitford is in charge. He sends a tactical team to South Africa to pick up Weston and Frost, but David mentions it'll take 18 hours for the team to arrive. For now, Weston is on his own with Frost. As they head to a new hideout, Frost starts talking. He tells Weston he used to work for the CIA and starts messing with Weston's head, making him doubt his loyalty and his bosses. Frost suggests that the attack on the safe house was an inside job meant to be secure. He warns Weston not to trust the agency, saying they'll abandon him when things get tough. At the CIA, the situation gets more complicated. Whitford thinks there's a traitor among them. He orders a deep dive into the backgrounds and connections of anyone linked to Frost's case, looking for any sign of a mole. Weston hides out with Frost and phones his lover, Anna Moreau, Nora Arnezeder, a French medical resident who has no idea he works for the CIA, telling her to leave the house. He comes up with another pretext, informing her that their home will be observed and she should remain away for a while. With his excellent spy hearing, Frost is listening in on Weston's phone call. Following the call, Frost becomes something of a love coach. He informs Weston that lying and holding secrets are not ways to create a relationship. He claims that the truth will ultimately come out and create anguish. Weston doesn't want to hear it. He tells Frost he's not like him and believes his story won't end in disaster. During a call with David, Weston finds out he's got to manage on his own for another 12 hours. A new safe house is set up for him, but it's in a different country. Barlow later instructs Weston to travel to Cape Town Stadium and fetch a GPS gadget containing the whereabouts of another nearby safe house. He recovers the GPS at the stadium, but Frost diverts attention and escapes by impersonating a police officer. Weston escapes from police custody, but is unable to apprehend Frost. Weston attempts to apprehend Frost, but Frost ambushes him and points a gun at him, threatening to shoot him, but then tells him, "I only kill professionals." Weston rushes to a phone booth and informs the agency that he lost Frost amid the turmoil at the stadium. On the other hand, Whitford tells him to stop what he's doing because the agency will handle things from now on. Suddenly, Weston's world starts to spin out of control. Weston is told to go to the nearest American embassy for debriefing. Instead, he meets with Anna and tells her he is a CIA operative. He instructs her to return to Paris for her protection. Enraged and deceived, Weston urges her to leave the country, afraid for her safety. When she leaves, he goes to a nearby internet cafe to utilize the CIA's database to track down Frost. However, the CIA monitors Weston's internet behavior. Whitford sends David and Linklater to South Africa to apprehend Frost. Meanwhile, Frost visits his old friend Carlos in Langa. Their chat quickly turns to serious matters, and Carlos, skilled in document forgery, gives Frost new identity papers. Carlos suggests that Frost leave his risky life behind, but he dismisses the advice, confident that he can handle it. Weston follows Frost to a shantytown in Langa. Vargas and his squad assault again, murdering Viller and his wife, but Frost flees to the rooftops, chased by shooters, and Weston, unexpectedly playing the hero, assists Frost in fleeing by truck. The mercenaries disable their car, forcing Frost and Weston to continue on foot, resulting in an unexpected partnership. They seek cover in a building and attack a mercenary. Frost is shot during the encounter. Weston violently interrogates one of Vargas's injured soldiers, who disclose that Vargas works for the CIA, which is attempting to recover the storage device Frost obtained from Wade. The device contains Israeli intelligence, including details about corrupt officials and secret money transfers involving the American CIA, British MI6, and other intelligence agencies. Weston recognizes the Mossad because the CIA accused Frost of selling secrets to them before he became a rogue agent. Weston's bosses may be involved. Weston transports Frost to the new safe home, where he holds the housekeeper, Keller, Joel Kinnaman, at gunpoint since he no longer believes he can trust the CIA. Keller assaults Weston, and after a terrible battle, Weston breaks Keller's neck, although he is severely injured in the process. Frost abandons Weston, who goes out from his wounds. Meanwhile, Linklater arrives in South Africa with Barlow to pick up Frost and Weston from the safe house, but is shot and murdered on the way by Barlow, who then proceeds to the safe house and discloses Vargas's employer. He verifies that the file includes damning information against him and advises Weston to lie about what occurred. Frost returns and assassinates Vargas and his men, but is shot by Barlow. Weston then shoots Barlow in the chest and kills him. Frost hands Weston the paperwork and tells him he is better than him before he dies from his injuries. Weston meets with CIA Deputy Director Harlan Whitford in the United States, who warns him that negative details about the agency must be erased from his report, but that he will be promoted. He inquires about the file's whereabouts, but Weston denies being notified by Frost. Whitford claims that whoever possesses the data will have numerous adversaries. Weston departs, then exposes the data to the media, compromising officials from several spy organizations, including Whitford. Later, Weston notices Anna across a street in Paris, France. She reads a note he gave her and looks up at Weston. They establish eye contact, and she grins before Weston walks away.